Hi everyone, this is Sharon from Sharon's Scrappy Space. As you can see, what started out as a simple little scallop envelope has turned into just a smorgasbord of ideas on how can I put Santa on something else. I recently did a video of matchboxes and showed this particular matchbox using the matchbox die at Stamlpin Up, and used the very same concept. And then I also used the top note die from Stampin' Up, and I created this cute little box with a Santa on it. And so I wanted to kind of show you how I did that. Basically, I got a piece of 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I trimmed off a 1/2 inch here, so it made it 10.5 long, and I trimmed off also a 1/2 inch here, which made it 8 inches long. Now I've already scored this. Here I scored it at 4 inches and 6.5 inches. And turning it this way, I scored it at 2.5 by 5.5. And I wanted to show you how I put this particular box together so that you would know how. So basically on the long side, I'm going to trim up to the score line on both sides here. Now while I have it here, I'm going to go ahead and just cut it, but basically I am just going to trim off a tiny sliver, and we'll just start cutting towards that point. And you'll see why I'm doing that in a minute. So see, there's just a little gap now. Okay. And we'll do that on the other side as well. Now we'll trim that. Let me get a better grip on these scissors. This is real red cardstock that I've used on all of these Santas. I'm just going to turn it over and make it easier since I'm right-handed. Alright. Just kind of pull it off there. Alright, I'm going to move these out of the way for a second. And basically at all the score lines, we're going to, let me get my bone holder. I think it worked a little bit better here. You really want to have some crisp edges on these lines so that your box doesn't look, what's the word, puffy maybe? So basically, as you can see now, I've got this folded, and I want to fold it exactly the same way on both sides. So as you can see, I got the little tabs on the inside. Well, here I'm going to stick these two sides on the inside like so. And I would sticky tape every surface here so that, see, now I cut my things so when I trim those sides down, that way you don't see the sides when they come out. So make sure you glue this down well, okay? And to make the holes in the side, I use my crocodile large size hole here, right there. So make sure you use that and not one of your Stampin' Up punches, because they do not go through multiple layers of paper very well. I used a smaller punch and I had a time getting that thing unlocked. So anyway, that's how I made that, and I just glued using the sticky tape, or you can also use the Mono Multi glue adhesive that you can get from Stamlpin Up. That's some good stuff now. And I basically did the same thing here. Now, with this belt, I kind of came up with a better idea, I think, and it was just cutting a long strip, then a small, more mustard triangle, and then just a tiny square, and glued that right on top. And this is one that I tried using the scalloped edge punch, and I just trimmed both sides. Now for his hat, I did have to use another top note die and cut just the corner of it. I used the 7/8 hole punch for this. Now for his mustache, I had to go with a bigger punch. I couldn't use that boho punch for his mustache here. So you can see his mustache. And I just basically trimmed these just two of the petals off, and using the 1/2" punch, I use that to make his eyes and also his nose. I use the itty bitty circle punch for his eyes and his tongue. And when you watch this video, you're going to use exactly the same concept for his beard. When you cut it, you want to make sure that you have, using this large 2-inch scallop circle, I use the very same concept that I did to make this card. So anyway, just kind of wanted to show you some different things that I've been doing, and all the different ways that I've been able to make a Santa Claus on different items. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Check out my blog at SharonScrappyspace.com. Thanks, and have a great day.